Blur, mangkapon nasi ko na mga kamera. Tara, day, tanaw, day. Kita na ni mo kung kabuang ka, day. Gwapo kay ka, day. Namuti ka. Namuti ang kanyang tao, day. Sige na, day. Alam, pag-gawas, para mamuti pa ang mayo. Tagdi na, siguro. Pero makita nimo.
Welcome to Sick Grandpa Live here. I'm your host, Ricky Drama, live here in Boracay, Philippines. It's Monday night, Memorial Day weekend. And what's up, deal from Frito? We are out here getting it done. Yes, we're here live. We're not out here in Guacamole. We're out here in Boracay. Crowded Boracay. Lady E says it's crowded out here, bro. It's crowded. Lady E says very crowded out here. I guess so, bro. I guess so. You know, it's crowded out here, bro. But not much where our hotel is. But wow, look at the people down there, bro. Look at all those people down there. I need to get the zoom on just to show the amount of people here, bro. You know, the reason why they come here, lady, is because they could get a room and they could walk into that water. Like today, I was here, and it was 10 feet deep. So I literally walked out of my room, and from the time I walked out from my room, and of course our hotel's at the front, you know, it's on the beach here. You know, but the time you walk out of your room into you get out here, bro, it's in 10 feet in the water. It's very fast, bro. It's like a 1 minute, or 90 seconds, and you're in the water, bro. You know, and boom, you're in the water, and then you can swim out there like it's a pool, bro. Like it's a pool, bro. Doc M, what's going on? Or Don, who's it? Doc M, what's going on, Doc M? Yeah, I saw your comment on Lady E on her. You're like, looking good. Oh, my girlfriend, she's looking good. Say hi, babe. Hi. Yeah, my girlfriend's looking good. My girlfriend's looking better than Lady E. No, I'm sorry. Lady E looks fantastic. How about better than? Oh, what's his name? You know, the guy from yesterday. Bob, girl, Bob. I'm just joking, Bob. I took the video down, you know, I'm just clowning around, you know. I was clowning around, you know. I think you have a beautiful girlfriend. Hey, Doggy, what's going on? Anyway, I'm not much going on out here, bro. You know, we came out here, we're out here for 2 weeks. And we got a good price on the room. But the airfares now, Doc M, are through the roof. But anyways, we saw CB Media. And then we also ran into a famous Canadian troll. And they're singing. And we hung out with CB Media and had some drinks with him Friday night in Angeles City. And so that was pretty cool of him for hanging out with us, having some drinks. You know, Apple actually met a real YouTuber. A real YouTuber. For once in her life, she actually met a real YouTuber, bro. Look at all the people out here, bro. Look at, are you like stewardesses or something? What the? Like everyone's in uniform. Wow. That's pretty cool, but it's crowded out here, bro. Apple of my eye. Yeah, yep. Yeah, we're like married 10 years, bro. Isn't it like we're married 10 years, babe? We're like married 10 years already. We've been married 10 years. Philippine years, bro. Philippine years. Been married 10 years, bro, already. Jesus. Anyway, you can see out here it's very beautiful out here, but I did this live stream because I was listening to Mike's Philippines retirement. Well, first of all, I saw Frank's video, and so I was like, "Well, what's this about?" You know. And then of course Frank has a complete revisionist of all history to whatever he wants to frame the history at the moment is what the history is. None of it's a valid. Anyway, here it is, TGH, the Grill House. Yeah, right, sir. Yes, sir. We'll come eat later. And then over here is where you buy your tickets for your adventures. Babe, what are you gonna do? You're into what? Parasailing with GoPro. You go parasailing with GoPro. How much is that? 2.5 plus 600. So do we get to see the video? I said maybe she should do it twice, bro, because if she's gonna put up the video the first time, and then it's like it'll look better the second time. 8 bar. But anyway, Mike Philippines Retirement put out this hit piece on Michael Thomas Fazio hit piece that I just thought was completely disgraceful. What a scumbag to try and equate Michael Thomas Fazio, who passed away 16 months ago, trying to equate a guy from New York that ended up down the Keys, and it didn't work out. He lost the house due to code violations, so he goes to Bohol. That may try and frame him as a scammer, just like Paul, old dog, new tricks scammer, and Mike's bestie scammer, the guy, supposedly the builder from South Africa that everyone lost all their money on. To try and equate him with Michael Fazio and his hotel build, bro, that's just fucking disgraceful, bro. I couldn't believe what I was hearing, I couldn't believe what I was hearing about, and then he's on there saying that Daisy May was a slave or almost a slave. She's a companion. That was his companion. I mean, let's just call it what it is. Companion caretaker. Exactly what you have now, Mike Philippines Retirement. You're paying her to stay and be your companion. Just like Michael Fazio did. So what? So Michael tried to make her go out there and do some, like welding and go out there and, do building or whatever. So what, bro? But to sit there and say that she was a slave, I mean, and then to sit there and say that he's a scammer and he was out, scamming, what he did, all he did was going to say, I'm doing a hotel build. Who wants to, contribute to the hotel build? Of course, nobody did. That's why it never went anywhere. What a fucking disgrace, bro. These Valencia, I have to live in cold air because I'll die. I'm 70 plus living in assisted living center bloggers. It's just a fucking disgrace what's going on, man. Anyway, there's a bar. Unfucking believable. Viking Prepper, what's going on? What's it say? Who is Mike? Mike Philippines Retirement. Mike Philippines Retirement. Now, one of these guys, listen, man, all these, now everyone has to buy views and trying to get into the algorithm. And, you see these faceless guys now that just show up and they're getting 100,000 views for some box. There's some guy that is like 30 years old or whatever. He just shows up and decide that he goes, I'm doing a house build in Bohol. And he puts up some like box house or something from Amazon or whatever, just like, it's basically like some plywood or whatever. 100,000 views on one video, bro. There's some new guy in Dumageddon that just showed up like Joe. It's called Joe something. He's on top of the algorithm. Every time you hit the button, Philippine Expat, you hit the thing and see who's coming up. The guy comes up first every single time, bro. And he's like 10 videos. He's already monetized and, and getting like 100,000 views. Because they're all using these promotion companies, bro. Anyway. Fuck YouTube. That's all I gotta say. Anyway, we're out here killing it. What else is going on? Uh, Backpacking Heidi. Yeah, I don't know anything about that, bro. Yeah, we're out here. It's hot, you know. It's hot. Anyway, I'm just walking around, bro. So anyway, there's a beautiful sunset here. Of course, Boracay is famous for their sunsets. Look at all these people, bro. It's just like, how do they all get here, bro? I mean, the flights are $300. I mean, that's what we had to pay for Apple and me, two people, to fly from Clark Angeles to here, Boracay, $300. And then they took our seats and gave them to somebody else, man. Just like the poor African American guy I flew from Clark to Bangkok with. He was like a veteran. Actually, I met him in Pattaya on Walking Street there during my live stream, and I was doing it with the Canadian guy. The black guy showed up, and I was talking to him. But that poor guy lost his seat too, the seat 1F. They put him at 2F, and then he spent 3 days and trying to rehab his legs because they were so messed up because they took his seat from him. They did the same shit to us, but it was a small flight. But Jesus, man. So on these airlines, just completely out of control too, bro. Doing whatever they think they want to do, bro. I mean, it's just terrible. Yeah. So anyway, Mike Philippines retired. You're disgraceful. You're a scumbag. You don't go anymore. Yeah. The crazy thing about all this YouTube algorithm and YouTube picking the winners and losers. Just like when they talk about TikTok, one click of a button on TikTok at their call center can make a channel on TikTok into a millionaire, bro. They just like boost it through the stratosphere on the algorithm, and that's how they're just picking winners and losers. But here we got Mike Philippines. He's never done anything ever, and then he shows up here for 6 months, and again he's like, "Oh, I just showed up here out of the blue. Oh, there at Stanley House." You're a Michael Fazio sycophant, along with Steve from the Philippine Information Channel. You're a bunch of fucking sycophants for Fazio. And then don't sit there and say, "I didn't know anything." We went there to see him. You were there because you were a sycophant fan, using a different, name, bro. You're a sycophant. You're down there. And they're like, "Daisy was starving." What do you mean and then he's like, "Me and my girlfriend." You never had a girlfriend there. Your first girlfriend was Janet. Wait, there's a live streamer. Look, live streamer laying there. I'm a live streamer. Yeah, bro. The whole game's blown out here, bro. The whole game's blown out here, bro. It's over, bro. Anyway, look at me, bro. I'm married 10 years now. And we only been back together for a week, bro. I'm married 10 years. It's great. Anyway, I'm getting my nightly massage. I get a massage every night, and we're having our fun, and we get out here for a couple weeks. It's good to have the money, bro. I mean, the cost of living crisis is blowing through the roof now. Everything's getting more and more expensive. The dollar is declining, of course, which is good, for America. The dollar is good it's bad for us, of course, but it's good for America. It's good for the companies that sell stuff overseas, so they get better prices. So, it's good for it's good for all of that, But yeah, it's getting harder and harder out here, bro. And that's okay with me, bro. Because I live the 5-star lifestyle. I'm out here killing it. I got a hot girlfriend. I'm clearing $8,000 or $7,900 a month. And someone's on there. "Don't talk about your money, Bob Cooper." I mean, Frank's completely out of control too, bro. Frank, what is wrong with Frank, bro? What is wrong, bro? Frank, you're the loneliest guy in the history of the Philippines YouTube community. You're the loneliest guy. I mean, to sit there and try and equate my 7 years in the Philippines and Thailand and international travel, my 7 years since I came over 2017 after the Trump election, and my, Bill Clinton's a rapist campaign, Infowars.com, and I got kicked out of my I got kicked out of the house with my American girlfriend, the realtor from Las Vegas. Anyway, when I came over in 2017, to equate that, I was living a lonelier life than Kev and Big Kev in the Philippines, bro. Big Kev. I was lonelier than him over my 7 years. You are fucking nuts, bro. Bro, there ain't that many people here, bro. Babe, there's not that many people. Not that many. Not many people here. Not many people. But, anyways, all the stores. There's all the stores, bro. All the stores. But, yeah. Pretty pathetic, bro. Frank, you're the loneliest guy, bro. You have 8 kids. You have 5 grandkids. You know, you have your daughter. You have your wife. You know, you have all these people in your life, but you're the most lonely guy in the Philippines YouTube community history, bro. That's why you're on YouTube all the time. You're the greatest hate streamer of all. Frank Taggart is, in my opinion, is the greatest YouTuber of all time. If you look at the quality of content, the hate, you know, the amount of energy he puts into a show, you know, the longevity, the 10 years, you know, the amount of streaming he does, you know, 4, 6, 8 hours a day. You look at it all. Frank Taggart's the greatest live streamer of all time, but you're also the loneliest YouTuber of all time, Frank. Because if you weren't so lonely, you wouldn't be doing all this streaming, bro. I mean, come on, man. Get with it, bro. Get with it. You know, quit living in denial. You're like Mike Philippines retirement, thinking he actually has all the answers. You know, that loser, Mike Philippines, he's never been to Boracay, bro. He's never even been to Manila, bro. I mean, what the fuck? He showed up in Bohol, was a Mike Faggio sycophant for 6 months, walking up and down the beach because he was broke as a fucking joke. Never had a girlfriend. He never had a girlfriend there. Then he went to Dumaguete, found Janet somewhere at the Sorry store. They had a relationship, and that was the first girl Mike met, and he got married. That's what happened. And now, he's obviously learning from Paul Old Dog. Lie some more, bro. Just sit there and lie. And then Paul Old Dog did his latest video talking, with some, a man therapist, bro. I mean, you were going to come out here with no health insurance and no money, and you're going to pay money for some man therapist to give you insights. There's Sunset 76 in the chat, millions walking around. And they're a monster. Great, looks very relaxing. Yeah, well, anyways, the senator's son, one of the Philippine senators, his son got in a fight here. There's my beautiful apple pie. One of the senator's son here, the pro-term Senator Jiggy Estrada, his son got in a fight here, right here at this mall, actually, right over there, on a Friday night. It's all over the news. He got beat up. Righteous Billy from New Hampshire. Righteous Billy, thank you very much. Thanks for coming on the show today, man. Righteous Billy, did everything get taken care of? We're talking, what I'm talking about. Nobody's contacted me, Righteous Billy, and I'm just wondering if everything got taken care of. Oh no. Please don't blow up, phone. Apple is back. Yeah, she's my new wife, 10 years married. Babe, say hi to Internet Monster. CW says hi.
Hi, CW.
Yeah, Apple's back. Beautiful Apple. She lost weight. Apple lost weight, bro. So did I, bro. Babe, did I lose weight? Huh? Yeah, I look good, bro. Look at me, Internet Monster. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me, bro. Oh yeah, look at me. Anyways, hold on, babe. I gotta talk to my audience real quick. Anyway, Mike Philippines retirement. I like, look at this beautiful sunset. You never been to this fucking beach in your life. You never been anywhere in the Philippines except Bohol and Elo, and then where else? Cebu. You went to Cebu. Anyway, bro, listen, man. Quit lying to your audience, about all your experiences, all your bullshit lies, about all your stupid stories that you make up in your head, and tell all these fake stories. Come on. I want to hear a public apology telling the entire Philippines YouTube community that Michael Thomas Fazio wasn't a scammer. Okay, he was just a dude out here trying to build a hotel. That's what happened. Okay. Secondly, you need to come out and apologize and say Daisy May was just a companion, not a slave, bro. I mean, how low can you fucking go to sit there and call her a slave, bro? That is fucking low, bro. That is very Roger, $10. Thank you very much. Ricky and Winnie, cheers. Okay, great. Did we get it done? Thank you very much. $10. Thank you very much, sir. Yeah, we gotta get out here and say hi to Reg Billy, baby. Give $10.
Hi, righteous Billy.
This is Billy. $10 from New Hampshire. Thank you very much. $10 from New Hampshire. Anyway, what a disgrace. Mike's Philippines retirement. What a disgrace, bro. You're a disgrace. What's going on now? You gotta say hi to oh shit. I'm sorry, Brevis. What the hell's going on? $10 from Mike Ross. I mean, Cowboys Moss. Mike Moss coming in from Orlando tonight. Thank you for the $10. Say hi to Mike Moss. Mike Moss, $10. Say hello to Mike Moss.
Mike Moss.
Say hello to Brevis.
Hi, Brevis.
Hi, Brevis in Korea.
Hi,
Itaewon, Korea.
Say hi to Korea.
Say hi, Itaewon. Yeah. I was in Itaewon, bro, in 85. 1985, I was in Itaewon, bro. We got the weekend passes, and then the married guys got the married passes. Mike Moss, anyway, thank you from Orlando, bro. I appreciate that. $10. Thank you. Very nice. Go to Mike Moss's channel, Cowboys Moss, #1 Cowboys fan. It was great going to his beautiful house there, his palatial estate in Orlando 5 years ago, or 4.5 years ago. Thank you, Mike Moss. Thank you, Reggie Billy. I appreciate it a lot, man. I appreciate it. Oh, there's my beautiful wife now, apple pie. Anyway, it's beautiful out here, bro. It's Tuesday night. The thing about this water, bro, is that you just sit there and walk. Look at all the people on the water, bro. There's no other place in the Philippines. There's no other place in the Philippines. I don't know of any other place. You could walk outside your room, go onto the sand during high tide, and you're 10 feet deep. You have 10 feet of water. 10 steps in, bro. 10 feet in, the depth is 10 feet deep, bro, and like you're in a pool, bro. There's no other place in the Philippines you get crystal clear water and do all that, bro. That's why everyone's out here, bro. That's why everyone's out here, But I'm doing good, bro. We're doing good. I got food poisoning in Angel City. I got food poisoning, so that took me down, bro. I couldn't really do a live stream because my eyes were all had food poisoning, and then my eyes all puffed out, and then it's just been I got food poisoning, bro. And then on Friday night we finally got everything together, and then we ran into CB Media. Big shout to CB Media. Live in the Philippines now. Then we ran the Canadian troll guy that I ran into in Bohol and in Pattaya. In a sexy bar party 2022, so that was cool. I got Cheap Charlie now in Guacamole, so that's exciting for him. He's back out on the road, but YouTube, bro. I'm trying to stay strong, bro. Trying to stay strong, bro. You just look on here, it's like, what's the point of any of this anymore? What's the point of all this, bro? Everyone's just on here lying and scamming and just saying all this crazy stuff. And then Frank is out here threatening, people to show up. And it's pretty funny, bro. You can't threaten people to show up, and then like you're not going to do anything, Frank. But you're not going to do anything. You're just going to sit there and pull out your camera. But come on, Frank. What's going on with my? Oh shit, bro. Hey, hold on, man. Oh, wait, lost the signal. Uh, Look at that! I finally got the big picture. Uh-oh. Oh shit! My why is it doing that? Oh my. Yeah. But I finally got the big picture on here, man. I got it like a big screen. It's taken forever to. This thing is so screwed up that I can't get the big screen, bro. That one guy, $2. Uh, that one guy, $2. Rick, your deep state is failing. Jump ship. No, it's not failing, bro. It's not failing, bro. It's not failing at all. It's just a generational thing, bro. It's they have these books, bro, and they can go all the way back to Revolutionary War, bro. Where's the Starbucks, babe? You want to go up there? Okay. They go all the way back to Revolutionary War, bro. They know everything about everybody. Fire family history. Births. They know everything what's going on about everybody. And that's all before AI, bro. They're like 20 years ahead. You know what I mean? So, but I appreciate $2, man. There's not much going on, bro. What else is happening, bro? Yeah, it's just like a lot of expenses right now. I got a lot of expenses right now, bro. I've been blowing through money like nobody's business, bro. I've been blowing through money like nobody's business. But that's okay, bro. That's what happens when you have to stay and take care of commitments. We have family that needs money, and because they're doing stuff, and then every other, other people need money. It's okay. I'm still staying with my budget, bro. I still staying within my budget. I got a beautiful club here. OM. Check out the OM club here in Boracay. Beautiful OM club. Got a shakies here, beautiful shakies. Thank you for the $2. That one guy, thank you again, Roger Billy and Cowboys Mosh. Go to Cowboys Mosh for the Orlando, Florida. He's got his talk show. He's got the crazy women on there with the biggest tits, man. He's got every girl on has like triple D's, double D's. Every girl. Mike Moss pulls through with all the hot girls with the big racks, and that's Fat Jack. That's what he's famous for. Go check his channel out, Cowboys Mosh. Gypsy Jaywalk, House Music, Troll. I assume Brevis, your girlfriend, threw you out. Say hi to Frank, babe. Say hi to Frank.
Hi, Frank. Hi, Frank.
Give Frank the finger, babe.
Hi, Frank.
She hadn't been listening too much to your shows, Frank. I'm trying to. I don't. I'm trying not to. Have her listen to your show, bro. Oh my God. Oh my God, Frank. Frank is doing. Bruce is doing. He's doing his trip he always wanted to do. It's called getting out and doing new things. Bruce is trying to get out. He just finished his lease, so he's trying to get out there and do new things, Frank. I mean, believe it or not, people can do new things, Frank. They don't have to sit there in their house, on some deserted island, that everyone talks about, just full of trash. You see any trash out here, Frank? Why is your island beach is so full of trash? And this is so clean, Frank. Why is that? Look, there's a lifeguard stand with a lifeguard surfboard and shit. You got all this stuff out here. Brevis says, "Hey, Stink, I have a direct challenge for you. Come to Cebu City and live stream from a public location for 1 hour. I'll be there. The bail is in your court, son." Woo! That's a shout out. We got a challenge from Brevis. Frank is doing his challenges. Don C did a challenge. Don C, shout out to Don C. Don C did a challenge, to Frank Don C did a challenge. Frank Pataglia, basically saying that, prove that I was in Indiana, that I had a bankruptcy and sold a house, and if you could prove that, otherwise, if you can't prove it, you're gonna give me your golf cart. You're gonna give me your little cart, electronic cart, and then we're gonna give it to Shaw, Barry's girlfriend, and she's gonna drive around with #FreeBarryJ all over it. So that's the challenge there. Now Brevis just did a challenge to meet up with Frank, and of course Frank's doing a challenge to Jay, Real Deal Stillman, the Real Deal channel, to show up and meet him face to face. And of course, I meet Frank and Gilda face to face all the time at the SNR. Oh yeah, I gotta address the hold on, babe, I gotta address something. Let me do it in front of McDonald's, babe. Hold on. All right, Frank, first of all, Frank has said that I worked in a hospital. Okay, so anyway, I worked at a hospital as an orderly on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday night. So I got a job at a government hospital after I got out of the Army. Because I was going to school full time, so I was getting my VA benefits. And so I had a job for health insurance Friday, Saturday, Sunday night, 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. at the hospital. I was an orderly. And so basically I just worked on the medical floor, just doing general stuff for the nurses, like giving them massages, getting them some coffee, and just hanging out with hot nurses. Basically, that's what I did, for my orderly career. And then after that, we'd go out to parties, and then we'd drink at margaritas. And then otherwise, other times, the nurses wanted to hang out and do stuff, in their cars, bro. So I had a tough job, bro. I had a tough job being an orderly at the hospital, bro. That's what I did, bro. I mean, I would never work day shift, because day shift is what Frank described. That's what it is. But I was just an orderly at night, during the weekends, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So that's what I did. Back to you. Game on, Frank. Game on, Frank. Frank, you're just going to show up and shake your camera in fear, Frank. I'm sorry, not in fear, but enraged. You're going to be enraged. Frank is so enraged. And so, Frank can't handle live events, ladies and gentlemen. He can't handle live events. He's not like Apple. It's not like me, Let's say MJ, the flipper, showed up. Right now he's unaccounted for. Let's say he showed up and I got jumped on the live stream. You talking about my woman, something like that. Or Bob Cooper, flew down there from Mindanao and, in a rage or something like that. Frank doesn't know how to do anything live, bro. He just pulls out his camera. And of course, if you start filming him, of course, he's going to start yelling senior abuse. And he's going to say, they'll have 5 people there to make up affidavits, and he'll bring in the PNP officer from cybercrime. You're going to have, the 2 lawyers from Team Frank Legal. He'll have on, I never did anything wrong. I never did anything to anybody. And then Frank's on there, I apologize. I apologize to everybody that you think I hurt you. But of course he never did, because he'll never admit he hurt anybody. Good Lord. Pretty hilarious, bro. We got a 84 in the chat. Right here, my beautiful wife now of 10 years, apple pie. Say hi, babe. Say hi to everybody. We got 84 watching. This is my beautiful Apple. She's come back to marry me. We've been married 10 years. Yeah, but I'm still good. Babe, you went to massage school, right, babe? She went to massage school, so now I get massage every night, right, babe? Babe, I get massage every night?
Yes, I said yes.
Yeah. All right, we got Uptown here, Uptown Hotel, man. You can sit here and listen to live music. And, babe, you want to sit here? You want to have dinner here, babe? Because they got a table. Anyway, man, what about this? Hey, you want to sit here, babe, and have dinner? Uptown Hotel, Uptown Hotel. Uptown Hotel. Oh. I guess we're gonna keep walking, bro. Anyway, they got live music. They got like a live band there. It's called Uptown Hill. That's where I ran. Grievous. This is where I ran to that Jesus guy. Remember that Jesus guy that was at the nightclub? You know, that was sitting there dancing by himself. The Jesus guy. He was here with some girl. Oh, that's pretty funny, bro. He did. Jesus started walking up there and dancing with all the grannies are up there. It was like 15 grannies, and Jesus is up there like dancing around. That guy completely broke, bro. The Jesus guy. Pretty funny, bro. I'm like, what is Jesus doing here, bro? Anyway, this is where the senator's son got assaulted, bro. Here at the D Mall. Here in beautiful Boracay. You got the station here. You got yes, there's girls everywhere, bro. But they're all Filipinos here, man. This is all money, bro. This is like all the money. Look at all these people, bro. It's just crazy, bro. All these people here, and then the transportation's never been more expensive. Yet somehow they have all this money to come out here and kill it. Oh, there's Epic, bro. Epic. That's where they were supposed to meet up Saturday night, bro. But he got beat up. He couldn't come to Epic. That's the epicenter here of Philippine land, bro. If you want to go to a cool bar nightclub, it's Epic, bro. Epic. Epic is where all the Philippine elite go, bro. Epic. Philippine elite. Epic. Baby, want a Starbucks? Good. Yeah, anyway, we've been married 10 years, bro. Oh my God! I'm like, how did I end up married again, bro? I mean, no, thank you, sir. How did I end up married again, bro? I mean, how am I married again, bro? God, I don't know, bro. I don't know what to say, man. I'm married again, bro. Very difficult, bro. Oh, bro. Sometimes you just get like, I give up, bro. I give up. What am I gonna do? Yeah, but I'm not going down. I'm not going back to Mineral Hall, bro. I'm not going down like that poor guy, the Philippine life guy, that Philippine life guy, Eyes of an Expat or whatever that clown, bro. I mean, I can't believe what's going on YouTube now, man. But and the people making it on here, bro, and then the handpicked people. I don't get it, But it is what it is. Look how many people are down here, bro. I mean, it's a madhouse. But again, where our hotel is, bro, you don't have any of this traffic. You don't have any of this traffic by our room. They don't walk that far, bro. They don't walk. People don't like to walk, bro. When all these hot girls, they don't like to walk, bro. Are you kidding me? Whoop, whoop, 76 in the chat. So what else is going on? What else is going on? Shit. What else is going on? What else? Red coconut. Red coconut. Of course, we don't go to any of these places, bro. Why? Why would we go to these places, bro? This is for like tourists. Broke tourists that come here. And what are they going to, they have a good time, I guess. They enjoy. People, they're in the ether, bro. These people, I see all these new guys, they're in a hotel and they have no girl. They come here, no girl. They're like looking through their phones, like, oh, I could find one here. Like, what? You came here with? I've never in a million years, man. You can't come here alone, bro. You know, that's what. That's lesson 1, 2, and 3, bro. Never come to these islands. You know, Boracay, Sikihor, you know, Surigao, Bohol. You know, never go to these places alone, bro, because it's just embarrassing if you're walking around alone, bro, out here, bro. It's embarrassing, bro. Where's the Starbucks, babe? Where's the Starbucks? Yeah, you don't want to be alone out here, bro. You know, or worst of all, you're out here with some Filipino, bro. Some Filipino guy walking around like, you know, like they talked you into being the buddy or whatever. Oh my God. Don't do that either, bro. Oh, Ed Sweeney, shout out to Ed Sweeney. Shout out to Ed Sweeney at the seniors at the nursing home. I hope you're doing okay, bro. It's good they're getting him out. You know, his friends coming and taking him in the wheelchair to the bar, bro. So that's good news. That's good news that you finally got a friend. You know, I was wondering when the hell that's going to happen. Where's the friend? And when the friend can come and start taking him to public areas, bro, or take him out on walks and, you know, get him outside in the air. You know what I mean? It's summertime, you know. That's good news, bro. You know, I mean, you know, oh yeah, Gerard Black in the Philippines, bro. Gerard Black in the Philippines. Go check out his channel, bro. You know, he's another guy. Listen, there's so many of these guys that got these girls pregnant for the extra Social Security money, you know, the dependent money. All these guys got these girls pregnant. Now they're all going down like flies, you know, because they're hitting that age 70, 68, 70. They're all going down now. And Gerard Black in the Philippines, God bless you, bro. I hope you the right thing happens. Basically, he had a kid. Gerard Black had a kid. And then he got married to the Filipina. He's in Dumaguete too, and now he's like he's back or his he just got paralyzed, bro. Like overnight he was paralyzed. He was walking his dog, picking up girls, you know, playing tennis, and he got paralyzed and boom, you know, now he's in mobile and he has to, you know, he lives in a multi-story house, so he has to they have to carry him down the stairs all the time. And God bless that brother, man. It's just sad, bro. I mean, and then he lost his passport, and so he has to get his passport replaced, and so he can't get a new passport, bro. And he's like ready to, you know, he has to go under the knife, bro, in an emergency, you know. Huh? Java chip. Okay. Hello, sir. Yeah, we got $2 from Dee's Zooster. Disaster. Thank you very much. $2 for disaster. Thank you very much, buddy. Cheers, Ricky. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Oh, what's going on with my thing now, bro? Hog said he's on his live stream. He's not required any permits or inspections. Oh yeah, it's Boss Hog and his thing. Yeah, Boss Hog, bro. It's so exciting. The grand opening of the Kino Burgers, bro. I'm so excited, bro. I'm so excited for Kino Burgers grand opening, bro. It's gonna be off the charts, bro. That's gonna be off the charts, bro. It's gonna be off the charts. Kino Burgers grand opening, bro. Yeah, so I mean, Apple don't want to do live streams either, bro. She don't want to do live streams. It's like you've been married 10 years, bro. God, man. But, you know, it gets done in the bedroom, and then I'm getting that massage. What am I supposed to do, bro? I mean, and then, you know, and then, you know, I just need, you know, and then she's like, you know, don't want to do stuff, you know. She's acting like we're married 10 years already, bro, you know. Anytime the girls, like, sleep, going to bed at 8 o'clock, you know, you're like, whoa, we got a problem, bro. Say it happening. Okay, tall Java chip. And mocha frap vente. Apple, my love, apple. Oh, I can't live without her. Oh, I couldn't get anything done, so I'd go back to her. I'm a loser. I just get it from all sides. My daughter's like, you know, we miss you. Your grandson misses you. I'm like, wasn't I just there last month? I mean, I mean, don't sit there and say, you miss me, and I was just there last month, and then I had to send her €3,000 to move in and for her mansion, and I mean, what? I mean, then you get out of, I mean, what? Just get it from all ends, bro. Thank you so much. Mama. Get it from all ends out here, bro. It's just never ending, bro. Thank God I make $8,500 a month. Thank God I make $8,500 a month, bro. What would I do without that, bro? Thank you, Deep State. I mean, all you guys think the Deep State's dead. Obviously, don't listen to Elon Musk. Elon Musk just went out and said that if he really takes, if he digs in deep, he's history, bro. Thank God, bro. Believe me, senior. Believe me, the senior service of DOD, bro. That's GS 16 on up, bro. GS 20. Those are the people that didn't make general, but they're all part of the apparatus, bro. I'm telling you, bro. They pull the triggers, bro. They push the buttons. They're the guys, They're the guys that They're the guys you don't know about, but they can come from behind, bro. And then boom, give you a little slap. Anyway, I'll be right back. Yeah, what's that, bro? Yeah, okay. Two big straw, please. Thanks, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Are you online?
No, just Facebook my friend. I don't have any friends. That's a big problem. No friends.
You're here last year, right?
Huh?
You're here last year.
How you know this?
I remembered you.
Huh?
Frappuccino.
Yeah. Okay. But don't tell my girlfriend I was other girl, huh? I hear with honey. I hear, oh, my ex-girlfriend, honey. Oh, the 25. She like a little bunny. Honey the bunny. Thank you.
Do you need a carrier for that?
Huh?
Do you need a carrier?
No, okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day. Thank you for remembering me. Why do they remember white people, bro? I thought they couldn't remember our faces. What's up with that, bro? I mean, that's not good. Oh my God, babe. Babe, the guy say he remembered me.
Who?
The guy, he say he remembered me.
Which one?
The guy in there, tattoo man.
Oh, really?
But babe, Ayala Ma in Cebu, Ayala Ma.
Oh,
After we break up, I walk in there and they say, "Oh, where's your apple?" And they laugh at me because they say, "Where's your apple? Where's your apple?" It's like, damn, bro. I mean, they're making fun of me because I don't have a girlfriend anymore, bro. They're very mean out here, bro. They're mean out here. Ain't none. In the chat. So, anyways, right here, Boracay. Babe, let's walk to the store.
Where? There?
Yeah, babe, let's walk to the store.
Okay.
We walk to the store and then we show everyone the store. Oh.
I could be either.
Anyway, walk to the store, babe. Not bad. Thank you for the super chat, man. Thanks for the coffee. Thanks for the coffee, babe.
Thank you.
Now you can sign up, babe. Should I promote your Facebook? Should I promote your Facebook?
No. Promote my YouTube.
I can promote your. You have Facebook. It costs money.
Yes.
My girlfriend has a Facebook, but you have to pay for access.
My Facebook have a blue badge.
Yeah, blue badge. Yeah, you have to pay for it.
So I'm verified.
To access her Facebook. And so it gets charged through your Apple account, bro. Like, what the heck? I gotta pay now to access my girlfriend's Facebook, bro. What's up with that, bro? That's what I'm saying, man. Everything is pay. Pay. You pay. Yeah, but we didn't go to BGC, bro, because the black vet went there, bro. I mean, everyone's going to BGC now to California Expat, and is at California Expat is saying, you can't walk around putting out boring videos. You can't walk around putting boring videos out on a Sunday morning walk around and then just talk like general garbage about BGC and then think people are just going to watch it, bro. I mean, that was pretty crappy. But whatever, maybe just one off, bro. California Expat, usually has good videos, bro. But that last video walking around on a Sunday morning, on a barren sidewalk, just talking general garbage about, what's a condo's versus, condo's a fucking condo, bro. I live in a $200 a month condo. Again, bro, you should only have 4 bills out here. 4 bills: your condo, your rent, your utility, your water, your internet for the condo, and your data for your phone. That's it. 5 bills, bro. 5 bills. That's all you need out here, bro. 5 bills. And the rest, all your money goes towards, the girlfriend experience. That's it, bro. You have 5 bills, and then everything else goes towards the girlfriend experience, the GFE, the experience. Are you going to have a high quality experiences? Are you going to have, just quantity over quantity, quantity over quality, you got to decide, bro, what you're going to do out here, bro. But you really got to minimize your expenses out here, bro. At this point, buying all this stuff, buying a car. Look at that Trey Adventures, bro. Trey Adventures in the Philippines. That poor guy, he's a veteran. And then, he comes out and then, he bought a condo, he bought a car. And then his girlfriend talked him into going to the province. And then he was miserable. Then he had health problems. And so then he had to, he went to Surigao. And now he's like, well, bro, I finally got somewhere. I'm having a good time, But he has all these bills now, bro. You can't do anything. You're just killing yourself with bills, bro. Like Keno Burgers is going to be a disaster, bro. Disaster. Anyway, look at this little bar here. That's where you have to sit right by the red coconut. They have this bar here with all the cheap drinks. The cheap drinks there. Man, it's hot out here, bro. And it's not Thailand hot. Listen, man, it's not Thailand hot, bro. Thailand hot, you're soaked, head to toe. At least for me, I am. So it's not Thailand hot out here, but it's more humid than Cebu. For sure, man. It's more humid than Cebu. So that's something you have to account for, But it's okay, bro. Horace, why don't I have my glasses on still, bro? Jeez, babe, can you put these glasses inside my backpack? Just put them in the holder. Okay. You made reservations for Kano's? Oh, Rich Bong in a chat. Rich Bong, what's going on, Rich Bong? Rich Bong, can you believe what? Say hi to Rich Bong, babe. You met Rich Bong. You met him. You met Rich Bong, babe. Remember? He's Filipino from Australia. You met him at TGI Fridays, babe. Anyway, Rich Bong, can you believe Mike Philippines retirement coming on here saying that Michael Faggio was a scammer, bro? He was just trying to get money for his hotel, and then he said that his girlfriend Daisy May was a it's like a slave. Well, I mean, can you believe this shit out of his mouth? And then he shows up there. He's his number one fan. Mike Philippines retirement is Faggio's number one fan. Show up there as a sycophant along with Steve from Philippine Information Channel. And then they're all in denial that they even were involved, bro. 18 months later, bro. I mean, I can't believe it, bro. I can't believe that he did that. So, prison Barry. Yeah, we're doing a good job with Barry, bro, because, like I said before, we met with the, not only me, but somebody else has been heavily involved. I went with them also. So we met the person twice about Barry's situation, bro. So Barry's all set up to get out, bro. They just got to get him out. Just like Frank's deportation. We're just waiting on for them to pull the trigger, and then he's gonna be deported. And then hopefully, though, he's arrested first. When hopefully Frank gets arrested, and then thrown in Bicoton, for a while, bro. Hopefully that happens. Because of all the threatening that Frank did after he was deported February 25th. All the threats that he made to Shaw after that date, and all that's been sent now to the authorities of every agency, including the president of the Philippines, President Marcos. That's right, President Marcos has been notified about Frank Battaglia and all his vicious talk. You're gonna pay, Frank. Anyway, here we are, everybody, at the what's this bar called again? Hobbit House, Hobbit Tavern. Beautiful Hobbit Tavern. Of course, this was in Ermita, right? This bar in Ermita, and then they move everything here, huh? But this bar in Ermita across from Duck Inn, huh? Duck Inn, you know Duck Inn? Duck Inn and Ermita. Okay, anyway, this bar was across the street from Duck Inn and Ermita. Then they moved it here, all the stuff from Ermita, Manila. Anyway. Come check it out. Like our friend, our friend Smoothly64, he ate there last year for his when he was over here. Now, of course, this year they're broke. Smoothly's broke. Smoothly's broke, so I guess they're staying on Mactana at some Airbnb or something. He's broke this year. Broke. I mean, why is Smoothly so worried about people getting deported from the United States, bro? Obviously, they did something wrong to be deported from the United States, bro. I mean, obviously, if you're doing bad things, you need to pay the price. Give me. Yum. You need to be deported, bro. Look, there's the basketball. Basketball. Hey, Rich Bong, I hope you're doing okay, bro. I'm married 10 years now. We've been together a week. I've been married 10 years, so so I'm doing okay. Anyway, we're out here, bro. Remember, babe? Remember when you melted down, babe? Remember we did the live stream 2023? Remember we met? We came here first time, and then you got hot, and then you were sick, and you say, turn it off, and you mad at me. You're very mad. Remember? Where it happened? Over here? Yeah, right here. You get very angry at me. And don't talk to me. Oh, you mad. You don't like live stream. Here, Forever Wellness, you can leave, you gotta look at these guys. Oh, look. Oh, look. This babe, look, they do the hair treatment. Hair massage, look. Oh, look. Ooh, beautiful hair massage. That's pretty cool. You're not poor if you're traveling to Boracay. Well, if you go to zeroheads.com, go to zeroheads.com. They got a story up about getting back to the basics about food that you eat and living off the land and trying to focus your life more on trying take better care of yourself, what you put in your body and stuff like that. But it was on that article, it was saying the girl was saying that she worked for Goldman Sachs, and so she had clients worth $10 to $15 million, And so she had clients for between $10 and $15 million, and they said they couldn't afford their organic food, bro. So basically, they were saying they were broke. The people worth $10 to $15 million had investments. With Goldman Sachs, they were living off the investment money, $10 to $15 million. And of course, that's the trust fund crybaby Greg Twitchy. He's got $50 million, according to Johnny something for nobody, something for everybody, and he's got $50 million, and he can't. He's saying he's broke. Living in some Mesa house where he's scared of the neighbors, bro. I mean, yeah, it's pretty terrible. Hobbit house. Thank you, sir. Hobbit house. Anyway, yeah, so we're at the store now, bro. Oh, there's some more hot chicks, bro. Yeah, we're having a good time out here otherwise, bro. But my Philippines retirement, please apologize for calling Fazio a scammer. He wasn't a scammer. He was just trying to build a house. Scammers are people that, take life savings from 60 families that you and Paul promoted. That guy, the builder, if he's, you guys promoted the guy, and now you're like, well, Fazio was the same thing. And then, what else? Apologize for calling poor Daisy May a slave when she was just some companion in staying with the poor guy, trying to help him out. It's like your situation now. Wait, there's the Boracay sign, bro. Where's my girlfriend? Babe, come say goodbye. Anyway, thanks everybody. We're here at Budget Market. This is where you come and get all your shit. Babe, you got anything to say?
Nothing. What should I say? Hi, guys.
Say goodbye. Good night.
Okay. Well, in your life.
Yeah, in my life. Say good night.
Good night. Bye-bye.
You can see him out here winning, bro.
Thank you. Thank you for the support.
Come on, give Frank the flip Frank the finger.
Hi.
Give Frank the finger. No, look, come on, let's give Frank the finger, babe. Hi, Frank. Hi, Frank.
Do you see the color, Frank?
Yeah, Frank.
Changing color.
Oh yeah, I got my girlfriend 6,000 peso nails.
Changing
Yeah,
color.
see that, Frank?
We'll go see your boss.
Yeah, Frank. Have a good night, everybody. Say hello, say love. Thanks for the super chat, bro. God bless you.